Hey guys, so it's unpacking day. I got this package a few days ago. Like the post DHL delivered it and had a note saying that I need to be very careful with this because there are spines coming out of every inch of the box. Like you can, for example, you can see it here. Here's a spine coming out. Here are all spines that came out. Yeah, this is kind of dangerous. I mean, if you're a postman and have to handle this thing, I don't envy them, not at all. And they had to repackage it. And yeah, generally speaking, it is very difficult to ship large plants. I don't envy anyone who has to do it. But yeah, you normally have to wrap the whole plant around like with plastic, with something hard, to avoid that the spines come out of the package. I personally stopped shipping live plants. Like I used to do it on eBay. Like I sold a lot of cacti, like, you know, because I had too many. And yeah, it was a nightmare. I will not do that anymore. Definitely not. I remember a day when I shipped this huge Echinocactus grosoni barrel cactus, a huge one, like 1 meter in diameter. It was a huge plant. It was the scariest nightmare that you can imagine. And I shipped this thing into another country. Like this went to Austria. Yeah, and the shipping, because this was such a huge package, I overpaid for the shipping. Like I think shipping cost $35, and that was 10 years ago or so, or even longer. I think it was longer. And I overpaid. Like I charged the buyer too little. But yeah, I said, okay, come. It's my fault for not really calculating the right shipping in advance. And so I ate up the loss. And then I wrapped this thing in plastic. Like it was so difficult to keep the spines from coming out of the package. It was barely possible. But I did it. This thing was perfectly packaged, and yeah, it took, I don't know, a month to Austria, which is not normal, or was not normal at the time, but it probably was because this was such a huge package that it took like DHL longer to transport it. So this guy gave me a negative rating on eBay, and that was the day when I said, all right, I'm done. Never again. Never ever again I would ship huge plants. What I would ship is like small tiny pups or something, you know, little seedlings, something like that. Everything small that fits in a small package, but everything big, never ever again. I'm done with this stuff. So yeah, and I found this great plant on like classifieds ad. I normally do not buy plants anymore. For one, because I have so many, and also because I want to avoid bringing in like diseases and pests into the collection. But sometimes you see something that you see a lot of potential in, and that's the case here. So and it was super cheap. So this is a huge plant. You will see when I unpack it. It cost $29. I mean, it was very cheap, and the shipping, I mean, overall, I don't know, I think I paid $60. And I think, I'm not sure if there's another plant inside. I think it could be that there's a second plant. I didn't really follow the whole conversation as it went back and forth, but I think there could be a second one. So this was really cheap, and I just thought, you know what, I'll do it. This plant could flower. So yeah, let's put the camera on the tripod, and then I'll show what I got. So due to the fact that there were needles sticking out of the whole box, I had decided that I let it sit for a day or two, just to make sure I'm not giving myself like hepatitis B or something like that, you know. Who knows what happened during the shipping of this package. So, and now it's a few days later, and now we're unpacking this. This is already like pretty massive, pretty strong like flex tape, it would probably be difficult to open it up. But we'll see. I'm a little bit scared to touch this thing simply because there might be spines everywhere. Who knows? I don't want to sting myself. Oh, come on. Oh, it's so much work. Oh, okay. And I really got to stress, it must have been super much, a lot of work to pack this. I don't envy the guy. And honestly, I would not have shipped it this way. But yeah, I was surprised he shipped it at all. So yeah. Alright, let's try opening this up here. Oh yeah, there's the plant inside. Woo. Alright. Let's do this. I don't know how to open this here. Holy moly. Yeah, and there are two. Check this out. Ooh, the camera. Check this out. Like, holy moly. This is a huge plant. Like for shipping, you know? Like, it's been a while since I got a plant this big. Okay. I hope you can see all right, because it's kind of difficult to get it out. So I bought me some mason jar holders. I got a lot of questions about these. These are made for mason jars, to grab mason jars that are hot. And I like them, but there are risks. You know, these things can poke into the skin. And I only do it when I see no safe way to get a plant out. Holy moly. All right. This is a big chunk, guys. Yeah, and like I said, I mean, if you're living in the States, you find more of these than you find here. This is a Trichocereus terscheckii, and look at the pot size. Look at the pot size, guys. I don't know if you can see it. But this is a pot for a seedling. So this has been grown in a way like a bonsai, you know. This is probably much older than the size that it has. So I feel like if I put this thing in a big pot, I could just have flowering within a year or two. And you know, they don't flower very early. This species does not flower early. But yeah, we might very well be able to do it. Yeah, I mean, I like it. It has lots of problems, but I'm not someone who is scared of problems on a plant. Some of my best plants that I bought had problems. Like, okay, you see this corking on the base, which is probably stress related in my opinion. It was grown, the pot size is clear, the soil looks like sand, maybe something like sandstone sand, which is not a medium that allows that can store nutrients for very long. So this is just water goes in and water goes out, and it does not store anything. which explains why it is so slender. This is a very slender plant. For this species is normally like, I don't know, twice as thick. And yeah, I bought myself a Trichocereus terscheckii like bonsai. And I feel like this could go very well. I will check the roots. Not now, but in the next days. I want to give it some time to just be out of the box before I like have to repot this thing. I have pots that are, I don't know, 5 times as big as this, and that's alright. I don't want to put it in a huge pot now, because otherwise it will go in like into root growth mode. You know, it will just focus on growing roots, because it did not have the chance to do it here, and I want to avoid that. So yeah, I'm not going up crazy with the pot size, but a little bit. So let me take off the camera to show you. Yeah, here's the top. I think it's probably terscheckii. Looks a bit like Verdermannianus at the base, but I don't think it is. We'll see. But definitely an interesting plant in regards to the overall shape and everything. You know, this is, I don't know, definitely a nice plant with a lot of like baggage, you know. But I feel like I see something in this. I see something like, if I give it time, this will start flowering. I feel like it. I don't know. I've seen the plant, I've seen how thin it is and how tall compared to the thin size, and I felt like this could go very well. So yeah, and there's another plant in the box, so let's have a look. Damn. Oh man. Oh my god. I fell over my bucket. This is my pollination bucket. I need to be careful not to curse, because I don't wanna, like, you know how it is on YouTube. Oh man. Top. Nice work. Super nice. Oh man. I don't wanna have trash lying around. Okay. Okay, let's get the other plant. It's their spine sticking out of the box. Check out the inside here. But like I said, I don't want to blame the seller, because it's very difficult to ship these. It is very difficult to ship them. Alright, this looks good. A little bit of dust. I'll put on my dust mask. So this is Trichocereus lekoriensis. This is Verdermannianus collected from Karel Kniese in Lekori, something like that. I don't know. That's how the name of the city from the area. Bolivian species, Bolivian version of Trichocereus terscheckii. Very similar to the right one. I don't think it's the same, but these are very similar. But they flower from the top, while terscheckii flowers from all the side. But yeah, I mean, we're not talking about a lot of differences. So yeah, and this is a very slow growing species. I wasn't really like, I wasn't super keen on getting it, but I mean, if for the price, it was super cheap. Like I said, I paid something like 50-60 bucks for everything, and the seller was very like understanding with the price range. That's not how these things normally are priced. So yeah, I'm happy with these. I gotta check the roots in the next day, so check them out when I have a bucket or a large pot ready for them. But overall, this is good. I'm happy. So yeah, as far as my unboxing video is concerned, this is it. I will move this thing somewhere else. Give me a second. Alright, there it is. I put it in the shade, because who knows how light sensitive it is now after being in the package for a while. Definitely some problems at the top, like caulking and everything. But I'm sure this will heal long term. Here's the smaller one. I put that one in the sun because I know they can take it. And yeah, this is it. Nice video. Was fun unpacking this thing. Looking forward breeding with it. Hope the roots are alright. But yeah, this is a very nice plant. To the seller who sold it to me, thank you very much. This is a very nice plant. Alright guys, thank you for tuning in. You can support the channel at patreon.com/cactusjerk and seeds at trichocereus.net. Alright, bye.